Alrighty, yeah. Alrighty, welcome to the PSBS as the PlayStation Position Podcast. I'm your host, Coach T, PS and Body Boys, and my co-host here is.
Andrew Reedus, Double Liz.
And this week we have another guest host on, a familiar, I was gonna say face, but I guess we can say voice
Oh,
situation. Uh, so you want to introduce
And
yourself?
yes, this is Emmett Watkins Jr. I'm back after a little bit of a hiatus. EJ Spun61 on PSN and Twitter.
Yes,
excellent.
he's back. He's here. It's like what, third episode, fourth episode, something like that.
Fourth?
Or
Something like that.
something like that.
In
Uh,
between.
yeah, something like that. But he's back. He's here to go over some news and stuff, which we actually have a lot to go over this week. A lot of news items. We'll see how long we talk about each one, but got a lot of stuff to go over. Yes.
Yes,
Um,
indeed.
Indeed. Yes. The big thing that was today, which we go over every time it's there, is that the PlayStation Plus games for December have been announced.
Now, before you say these,
Yes.
I have a question.
What's your question?
Okay.
What happened to the voting
They said that
thing?
Sony said that it would not be a
You know
month-to-month
what? That is a
thing.
great question.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
Sony said that wouldn't be a month-to-month thing. That would just be every once in a while.
Every once in a
Wow.
while.
Yeah, every
Well,
once
I'm
in a
waiting
while.
for that once in a while to come back around.
I can't wait for that once in a while to come around and the PlayStation community will fail me again by voting for the wrong game.
Oh, you didn't like Grow Home?
No, it's boring.
Grow Home's pretty dope. Come on.
But I wanted Armorillo, but I heard Armorillo wasn't that great, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I digress.
You don't know what's good for you.
Great, I think we found the title for this already. You don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
That was fast. Must be some kind of record.
Yeah,
Bingo.
within 2 minutes.
All over grow home.
But anyway, the games that are going to be available in December, starting December 1st, I think. Yeah,
I hope it's
December-
good. Let's see.
December
What do we
1st.
got? This is new to
So-
me. Let's see. What do we got?
Okay, so on PS4, we're getting Gauntlet Slayer Edition, which is a new
The hell?
game. It's Gauntlet, but it's like a HD version or something.
Yeah, added
Uh,
DLC and stuff, I think.
Yeah, so that's coming to PS4. Also on PS4, we're getting Knight's Quest Chapter 1. So that's cool. You get the first episode of Knight's Quest, so people can try it out, see if they like it, want to get the season pass or whatever for that episodic content. So that's the PS4. On PS3, we're getting Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Really fun if you haven't played it.
I guess like a little precursor to Primal.
Yes,
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Wait, is Far Cry Primal also on PS3?
I don't know.
I
I
presume
would
it
say
is.
probably not. Because at this point, I mean, what's the point? Like this,
But they brought Far Cry 4 to PS3.
but that was 2 years ago.
But
Or
it runs on the
Oh.
same engine.
Yeah, but Ubisoft said they're not making any last gen games anymore outside
Oh,
of
yeah.
Just Dance.
That's it. Yeah, the annualized stuff.
Yeah, like PS3 didn't get Assassin's Creed this year. So
Yeah, well, in that case,
so,
Primal time.
yeah, Primal time.
Get a PS4, damn it.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, they got Blood Dragon for PS3, so it's really fun if you haven't played it. Also on PS3, we're getting SSX, the snowboard.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That is, if you haven't played an SSX game, that is a really good one to start out with. I like that game quite a bit.
That's cool. You like your snowboarding, your extreme sports. Go check that out. On, are you eating something on your end? Okay, just checking. You hear it? And then and now on Vita, Vita is getting Rocket Bird's Hard Boiled Chicken.
Ah, Rocket Birds, hard-boiled chicken.
Yep.
I remember I was looking at like the avatars and I was like, oh, Rocket Bird hard-boiled chicken. Now, do any of you guys like hard-boiled chicken?
I didn't know that was an actual dish until just now.
I don't think it's good. Don't try it.
Yeah, I'll stay away. I'll just play the game instead.
Yeah, boiled meats don't sound good. And finally, the big highlight of the month.
Ooh.
This is the big highlight of the month for me. Vita is getting Freedom Wars for free.
Ah!
So
Even though Freedom Wars has been dirt cheap.
yeah, you can get it for like
Yeah.
$5 or $10 this weekend for Black Friday. A lot of places.
Oh yeah. You I think at Best Buy, if you got the Gamers Club unlocked, you can get it for $8.
Yeah, and I think GameStop's selling it for 5 or 10 this weekend for Black Friday. Um, but
And now none of that matters.
but anyway, if you want to pay even less than that and get it for free, please go get Freedom Wars. Freedom Wars is such a good game. So good. I love Freedom Wars. I got it last year. I think on Black Friday it was like $15 last year. It was like 10 or 15 last year, and I got it and I loved it. Love Freedom Wars. So good. So yeah, everybody, please go at least redeem it or something.
I second that. It's a great game.
So good. So there's that. It's an okay lineup overall. I mean, Freedom Wars is the big highlight if you haven't played it already.
Yeah. I mean, Freedom Wars is a pretty good game. I might, because I actually got it really cheap a while back, so I might sell my physical copy since I don't plan on lapsing my PlayStation Plus subscription.
Yeah. You can do that.
But a PlayStation Plus subscription is very important.
Yeah, I mean, I can't play online without it.
Yeah.
So they make you think.
Well, unless you want to play Warframe or something.
That's the conspiracy. No, there's like a conspiracy. I always keep thinking that maybe Sony's just kind of just saying that you need PlayStation Plus to play some of these online games. But I'm not saying even for you to play stuff like not like Warframe, DC Universe Online, or like whatever. I don't know. I don't think you need to have Plus in order to play online. I think they're just saying that.
No, my brother has his own PS4, and he needs my account to play online because he doesn't have Plus.
Like he's trying to like play like what, Black Ops?
Yeah, like he can't play like Call of Duty online without Plus.
Yeah, it's only the free games that get away without the Plus. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe if it's like Plus games that you get. No.
That's paradox because you need Plus to get them, and then
yeah. Free to play games, let's say that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I just had instances where like I didn't have Plus, but like
that might just be a glitch in the system. To be honest,
it might have been, but then I think I have like another person's account activated on my PlayStation.
That's probably what it is.
And I guess that counts it as Plus across all accounts. Which is good, thank God. So maybe I never need Plus. Unless if I don't want to redeem Freedom Wars.
Freedom Wars is great.
Freedom Wars, please.
Don't worry, I have Plus for like the next 7 years of my life.
I don't know. Anyway, but speaking of stuff being released on the PlayStation Store,
that's good. That's good. I need to renew because mine's up in January. But yes.
Yeah, just kind of moving along. Yeah, speaking of stuff releasing on PS4, Beyond Two Souls released on PS4 this week for PS4. It's available for digital download on the PlayStation Store. So it was available since yesterday on Tuesday, and it is priced at $29.99.
Ooh, that's a little steep.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
$30. I mean, my entitlement's coming in.
Yeah. But
I mean, I was almost saying free. Go free. Like that should have been the free Plus game of the month.
That should have. That would have been good.
See, there we go. Right, rally with me, entitled people. Rally with me. I mean, like a 3-year-old game should be free at this point.
Yeah, but this is improved. It says complete with graphical improvements, fan requested features. It says improved lighting and shit. Yeah, you can play in chronological order, but only after you beat the main game, which is weird.
What?
That's disappointing.
Yeah, that's what it says. It says you'll be able to replay the story in chronological order after completing the main campaign.
That doesn't make a difference. It's just might as well go to chapter select. But wait, you're able to get like a straight campaign that lets you do it like that?
Yeah,
like chapter select.
Yeah.
But I wanted my first impression to be that.
That's like saying, eat this perfect sandwich, but before you eat this perfect sandwich, eat the one with glass in it.
Well, I mean, you gotta look at it like the initial attention of it. Like you look at something like a movie example would be like Memento. Okay, like that movie is presented backwards. Well, there's like a rare DVD cut of it where they play it forward. And like it's completely different, and no one likes it like that.
Yeah, but that one is kind of like they're saying it in backwards, but it's still telling a story in a certain order. Two Souls was just all over the place. That was just
Yeah, it is all over the
just
place, but it does. I mean, that's just the director's intention. So it's one of those things where, like, the creators probably wants you to see the initial attended experience first, and then be like, okay, well, maybe you can try the chronological way and see if it works different for you or something. So
yeah, I can see and understand that, but people don't want to do that if it's already been widely panned for it.
yeah, I mean, that was the thing. Like, I was hoping, like, since I already played Beyond Two Souls, so like if I were to get this on PS4, I would like the option to go straight into the chronological playthrough. So I can see it differently because I've already done it. I've already played the regular version. So
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they said that Heavy Rain will be releasing on PS4 as a digital download on March 1st, and if you buy Beyond Two Souls, you'll get a discount for Heavy Rain PS4 when it releases in March.
I wonder how much of a discount.
I don't know.
Better be a decent one.
We'll see.
Free?
Free. Yeah, 'cause that would be a pretty good. Yeah,
Everything's free.
Free?
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good deal. $30 gets you both games.
Which it kind of should be, or better yet, free? Like for plus?
In all actuality, it'll probably be like get Heavy Rain for $20 or something,
Well,
which still is expensive.
Well, March 1st is apparently a Tuesday, and that is the beginning of the month when Plus games come out.
Oh, conspiracy?
Oh,
What conspiracy is this episode? No, but I think this should be retitled the conspiracy.
conspiracy
Episode.
Evan, are you wearing the tinfoil hat?
I got too much hair to fit hats on this head anymore.
Oh, come on, man. It's like the movie Signs. You gotta do it.
I ain't taking that side.
Get out the water. Stupid ass
God.
movie. Alright, so... Ow.
So, yeah. But there's that, a little update on that. But, speaking of games coming to PS4, because Heavy Rain is Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls coming to PS4.
Games that come out nearly every week for the console.
Yeah. But, yeah, speaking of that, a recent thing got out. Korean rating board has rated Resident Evil 6 for current gen consoles. PS4, Xbox One. And it's just one of those things where, does this mean Capcom is re-releasing Resident Evil 6 for the current systems?
Probably.
Yeah, probably, maybe. I mean, Capcom hasn't confirmed anything yet, obviously.
I mean, they already have brought, like, Super Ultra Street Fighter 4 to PS4.
Yeah, but people want that game.
Oh!
Okay. I might be a contrarian saying this, but I'm the type of person who actually really liked Resident Evil 5. And I previously bought 6 on PS3 with the intent to play it, but my PS3 broke down. So I might go and get this if I at least get a discount for owning the original on PS3, because I'm not going to rebuy that game.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be on discount for like maybe a week, even if you bought the game or not. But look, here's the thing. I mean,
spending more than $10.
Resident Evil 5, I remember, was free at one point for Plus.
Yes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was one of those games like, oh look, it uses the move. Yeah, they talk like that too.
I mean, you're right.
Those were the move days.
Yeah. I mean, I actually played that game like months before it even ended up on Plus, and it was really fun, but the whole I tried to do that multiplayer, and it was just the biggest joke.
Well, here's the thing, because why Resident Evil 5 gets so much shit is because 4 was such a legendary game, and it is. It's a fantastic game. It's just, I guess, once you stuck the number next to it, and then you're thinking that it's going to live up to that expectation. It just didn't whatsoever.
Yeah, and see, I hadn't played 4 at all until after 5, so...
Oh, man, that must have been weird.
Yeah, I'm the anomaly.
Yeah, it's just... Resident Evil 4 is so good. Just one of the best games ever.
But look, I'm not saying like Resident Evil 5 is a terrible game. It's just a terrible Resident Evil game.
It was a hard act to follow Resident Evil 4,
Yeah,
it was, but then again, I mean, it should have been designed differently.
It was an action game, not a survival horror game.
Yeah, which is the bummer thing. It's like you don't do that.
Yeah, a really quirky action game at that.
And that was the thing with Resident Evil 6. It was so disjointed because it was trying to do everything. Like every type of game genre you can think of was in there. Like, oh, survival horror. Oh, there's co-op shooter. Oh, there's third-person shooter action. Oh, there's this adventure action thing. Like, you might as well throw in a damn football and throw in the sports genre in there.
Or fortress building.
Or fortress building, yeah.
A tower defense. That will work too well in the Resident Evil universe. Just get your son. Oh man, don't give him ideas.
Capcom's listening.
Oh man, that'd be flattering.
But
oh boy.
Yeah. But I mean, well, this is Capcom, so it's probably going to happen because Capcom is re-releasing a lot of their stuff for the new systems. Because Resident Evil 1 got released on PS4, Resident Evil 0 is coming to PS4. They're remaking Resident Evil 2 for PS4. So all they really need is, the back half, 3, 4, and 5 and 6 to get all the Resident Evils out on PS4. So
shoot, I'd play it.
Oh yeah, Resident Evil 4. You never need an excuse to play Resident Evil 4, so just play it. If it comes back to PS4.
How about instead of a remaster of Resident Evil 4, how about remake it?
No.
Oh, it's about that time. I mean, aren't they gonna have like the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil or something soon?
No, like they're still trying to remake Resident Evil 2 to make it look in PlayStation 4.
Good point.
So there's no point in remaking Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is just perfect. You just keep upscaling that game till the end of time, and we'll be good.
But it was just an upscale. That was a disappointing thing with HD. Well, not even HD remaster. It was just upscaled.
Or whatever, remaster it like graphically, but not the gameplay. Do not touch the gameplay of Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
When I envisioned if there was a remake, they would keep that essence. It's just remade with completely new graphics.
I guess.
Give it the Uncharted collection treatment. Where it's basically the same game but prettier.
Yeah. Because that's what they're doing in Resident Evil 2. Like, it's a completely remade game. Using a new engine and everything. So, we'll see how that goes. But the point I'm trying to get to is that I think this is probably going to happen because Capcom is on that streak of releasing a lot of their games right now on new systems.
They've been on that streak for years.
Yeah, but a lot of other leaked out stuff never happened. Like Ratchet and Clank Into Nexus was rated for Vita and it never came out. Yeah.
R.I.P.
So yeah, that never happened. There's that leaked out Mass Effect collection, and that's not happening.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah, but it leaked out, but it's not happening. Like EA
it could be waiting until Andromeda's closer, but who knows?
I guess. And then what was the other one? Oh, the Batman collection got leaked. That never happened.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, not yet. Oh yeah, the Batman collection. I'm like, I was really thinking that was like a real thing. I'm like, when's it coming out?
No, the leaked report was that it was the Batman collection with Arkham Asylum and Arkham City for PS4, and it's going to come out like in November. And here we are, almost December, and it's not here.
Well, damn.
So
essentially after Arkham Knight, we would sure love those two games right now.
Yeah.
So there's that. The Bioshock collection we still haven't heard anything of.
Well, I think that was really going to come out.
I know, but it leaked and we never heard anything about it.
I think they're waiting on the time to
E3 or get out the tinfoil hat here.
PlayStation. Nah. That's it.
But Bioshock's really a PlayStation thing.
Really?
Wait, not really. Oh, I should take that back.
It started on Xbox.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah.
Okay, wait, I take that back. Well, it's just that I kind of thought maybe it was geared more towards PlayStation because they were giving all those promotional stuff for Infinite. Like,
because they said they were going to make one on Vita? Yeah, sure.
No, I'm talking the PS3 version of Infinite, like where they were giving you the first one for free. And
yeah.
Got the move and everything,
yeah. Yeah, I got the move and everything. It's like they wanted that game to be geared towards PlayStation people.
Yeah.
I think in all likelihood, they're going to wait until they have another Bioshock game to announce and then drop that as promotion, just like they did with Dishonored.
Probably. But speaking of Bioshock, 2K said, 2K this week said that Bioshock is very much a strong franchise for them, and they do have plans for more Bioshock games. And and with and with Irrational Games closing down or dismantling, however you want to say it, they said the development has fallen on 2K Marin. The guys who did Bioshock 2 is now in charge of the franchise as far as developing future games. They didn't announce any games, obviously, but they did say, yes, we do have plans for future Bioshock games, and, those guys are head of development. So, again, this kind of goes into what we were just saying, that, where they're probably going to wait till, once the new Bioshock game is announced, and then maybe the collection will be sometime before that. Because another thing a lot of people are pointing out, too, like a Bioshock game is released, like, every 3 years, because Bioshock 1 came out in 2007, Bioshock 2 was 2010, and the Bioshock Infinite was 2013. So by that logic, 2016, we should maybe see a Bioshock game.
I mean, I completely support the idea because 2K Marin, you said they made Bioshock 2,
Yes.
and I think Bioshock 2 had the best gameplay of the whole series, like hands down. So I'm completely behind that. Whether or not the story will blow my mind as much as Bioshock 1 or Infinite, yet to be seen, but, they got time to germinate. Maybe they'll come out with something great.
Yeah.
I'll see, because I mean, Marin is a little scattershot too. I mean, they permanently made XCOM declassified.
Well, I think that was a turd.
That was a troubled game.
Yeah, because I don't think that was more them developing. It seemed like that. I think they got handed something that was already kind of falling apart, and they had to piece it together before the release date. That's what it seems like to me.
Kind of like Duke Nukem and Gearbox.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm interested to see where they go with the franchise, because I'm really curious to see what they do with the next Bioshock. If it's going to be directly tied to the first two games, or if it's tied to Infinite, or if
it's got to be
its own thing.
I think it's got to be. I mean, it could be its own thing. It's just in the name, but
I mean, the way Bioshock.
I think it's either going to be
Well, the way Bioshock Infinite ended, like literally, you have unlimited possibilities as what you can do with this franchise. And I think the best thing is to try to make something that kind of stands on its own, because that's the problem with all the other things. Like that was the big thing with Bioshock 2. It was trying to continue what Bioshock 1 did, and the gameplay was great in Bioshock 2, but what hurt it was the story and how it was trying to like continue with Bioshock 1 and keep Rapture going. And it just felt weird because then Bioshock Infinite came out. It was a totally different world and story, but still connected to Bioshock 1 in a really smart and creative way. Now, the DLC, on the other hand, I thought was a mess. Barry, let's see.
really? Huh.
Because, I don't know, to me, it was trying way too hard to like connect to the story of both Bioshock Infinite and the story of Bioshock 1. And because that was the thing, like when Bioshock Infinite was done and they announced DLC, I'm like, oh, the DLC will be like some kind of like standalone story in an alternate universe or something. And that's what it looked like until you started playing it, and then they were trying so damn hard to connect it to the main Bioshock Infinite game and the Bioshock 1 storyline, like all together.
Damn, that's a damn shame.
Yeah, and it was just really clunky the way they were kind of like presenting that story and just how it was, and it was just like you didn't need to do that. They didn't need to do that.
yeah, I know. I've always forbidden myself to play that DLC because I love Infinite a lot. In my personal opinion, I think Infinite is the best out of all the Bioshocks, and yeah, I just never wanted the legacy of that game ruined for me in playing that DLC. It doesn't sound
and I mean, and that was
pleasing.
Yeah, and that was developed by Irrational, and that was them trying to continue the story. So I mean, what are these other guys going to do? They're going to try to. That's what I'm afraid. Like if they do try to continue the story of either of the previous Bioshock games, they're going to put themselves against a wall. And it's like I that's why I think the best option is to just do an original, independent story.
Yeah. And it seems like they keep getting handed other people's franchises anyway, so this might be their chance to, do something new. Even if it is still under the Bioshock umbrella, they could take that to some interesting places.
Yeah. So I'm really curious to see what they do, and where it's at. Where's the setting, what's the story, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just don't have a crappy multiplayer mode. But then again, Marin didn't make that. That was Digital Extremes.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of fun, but it was pointless.
Well, I mean, it was weird because I played it at first, and that was before, the shooter online multiplayer craze was not really there yet. I mean, it was 2010, but still, or 2009, I don't remember.
It was on the middle of it.
Yeah, it was somewhere in the middle of it, so, like, it was excusable at the time. Now, I played it in 2013,
Not when Bioshock Infinite was coming out.
Oh my
Crap.
god.
Just, ugh. You know,
Yeah.
just
Well, I
thinking
got
about
to
that
level 50 and
multiplayer.
enjoyed it at the time, so I don't know what's wrong with me.
Well, I mean, it's just, I guess,
There's problems. It's they're well documented, I'm sure.
I mean, I played it for a long time to get that platinum, but, uh,
I can only
No.
imagine.
all right, no
No.
more Bioshock. We'll get Bioshock games one day.
One day. But
Because
anyway.
maybe it'll get announced in 2016, and then it'll just get delayed to 2017. So it's just the way it goes.
Yep.
The way it goes.
Yep. But as we wait for a new Bioshock or a Bioshock collection, we're just talking about collections coming to PlayStation and older games on PlayStation, which brings us to another topic that Sony announced this past week. Sony has announced and confirmed that they are currently working on PS2 emulation for PS4, which will allow you to play PS2 games on your PS4. Now, we don't know all the details, or like when it's coming, or if it's disc-based, or if it's just digital-based. We don't know any of that. They just confirmed that they are working on PS2 playback on PS4. So we'll see what this is.
Can we maybe get support for a system after that?
Yeah. I mean, in all likelihood, probably not. As much as I want to play my PS3 games emulated,
There's some. I mean, I'm not like, oh my god, I really need to play my PS3. It's just,
I mean, it all comes down to development cost. I mean, the PS3 was so hard to develop for.
Yeah.
Hard to bring back.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to put PS3 backwards compatibility on. Plus, they've already invested so much in PlayStation Now that it will like feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot if they just say, "Oh, hey, you can just pop your PS3 game in your PS4 now." You know, because I mean, PlayStation Now doesn't even have PS2 games right now, so that's why they can still get away with, putting PS2 support on PS4, and not hurt themselves. But if they put PS3 support on PS4, it's gonna hurt PlayStation Now.
oh, it's like bye bye PlayStation Now.
Yeah,
Nice
pretty
knowing
much.
you.
Exactly.
What a disappointment, man. Like, once we get to the round of the year review, because technically, I mean, PlayStation Now like started last year,
Yeah, I think
like
so.
with the
I
beta,
want to say, yeah.
but like it really didn't come out till this year, so I really consider it a 2015 product of PlayStation. Man, what a disappointment! Like, it's just. Let's just talk about it in the year review. I mean, I could talk about it for like at least 20 minutes.
I mean, on the bright side.
On the bright side, what bright side?
Well, they're bringing PS2 games back. I mean,
no trophies.
There's some PS2 games. There are trophies
Really?
on PS2 games.
Yeah, well, that's what they said. That wasn't that. Well, they didn't say that, but they did have that patent. Remember, they filed where like they could add trophies to PS2 and PS1 games without having to do anything. Like it's just a whatever.
Dude, you know how big of a deal that would be?
It'd be a huge deal. I'd finally get to play San Andreas.
I would not give a damn about half of the PS4 games that are not going to be coming out. They'll be like some of the classics I missed because I was still young at the time on PS2, so I didn't play many of the mature games.
Yeah, same here.
So, yeah, that'll give me an actual reason to play them, and I mean, it'll affect a lot of things if that happens.
I don't know. I mean, there's not too many PS2 games I want to go back and play. I mean, even on PS3, like literally the only game I have left to play and finish on PS3 is Kingdom Hearts 2.5. That's it. Like if I had that game done, I'd be done with PS3, but I don't have that game done. So, and that is a PS2 game, so I could play it on PS4 with the emulation. But it wouldn't be, the up-res 0.5 whatever version that's on the collection. Plus, the collection has Birth by Sleep, which is a PSP game, which I doubt they're putting PSP games on PS4.
Oh God, I can only hope.
Only hope? That would be terrible.
I mean, it would probably be the worst thing ever. But if I can play either Beats or Ratchet and Clank Size Matters again, oh Christ, it's on.
Well, you don't have to worry about that because Size Matters was on PS2.
Oh well, yeah. Good on you. I forgot about that.
I'm sad to report it was a pretty crappy port.
Oh wow.
I actually played it because I love Size Matters so much.
Well, I'll just wait for the reboot on PS4. I'll wait for the real game.
Size Matters was so good.
Oh yeah, it was. Nostalgia is a heavy thing.
But No, I mean I can even play Size Matters today, and it's still a damn good Ratchet and Clank game.
Yeah.
It's just the graphics, and that's it. But I don't give a damn about that. It's just the gameplay where it counts. So I hope this new Ratchet and Clank isn't just all a show.
I don't know. It's great. I played the demo of it.
I mean, I think it's gonna be good. I've seen a lot about it. It seems solid from what I hear. But anyway, besides Ratchet, what else is going on?
That is Ratchet.
And it's Ratchet, man. But
remember when people said that for like a year? I'm
They
like,
still
yeah,
stay
you
around.
guys really like Ratchet and Clank.
Man, I would always say that. People would say, "Oh, that's Ratchet and Clank." I just come in at the end.
And Clank.
Oh boy.
and
And
Clank.
they're like, what?
Sure.
Well, guess what? A Ratchet movie is coming out next year. It's called Ratchet and Clank.
It's
The
gonna be
movie.
pretty Ratchet.
It is going to be Ratchet
Ratchet.
because it's a video game movie. Ah!
Oh God, I didn't see that one coming.
You didn't
Fine.
see that coming?
Nah.
Okay, Black Hawkeye.
Damn it! You got me. You got me.
But anyway, speaking of bringing portable games to home consoles, Naughty Dog recently said in an interview that there is no reason why Uncharted Golden Abyss couldn't come to PS4.
Wait, another news story about this?
Oh my God.
Yeah, this was directly from Naughty Dog saying that they said like there's no like the only like all they need is approval from Shuhei and then that's it. They can start putting Golden Abyss on PS4. Because Golden Abyss was in consideration for the Uncharted collection, but they said it didn't fit in the narrative that they were trying to like lead into Uncharted 4.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't include it, and they said that it's still on the table, like bringing Golden Abyss to PS4. They just need like Shuhei or somebody in the higher ups to kind of approve it and say, yeah, go ahead and do it. Because like we've discussed this before, but Golden Abyss would need more time.
Attention.
Yeah, more attention and time because you have to
touch controls.
rework all those touch controls or just take them out or whatever. It's not just a simple port. I mean, you can't even play like Golden Abyss on PlayStation TV because all those touch controls.
Yeah.
And the light.
The light, yes, the light.
And the light.
There was only like 2 puzzles in that whole game where you had to hold it up to the light. Why?
So
lost
it
titles.
shouldn't be too bad then. You just take out 2.
Yeah. So, I mean, it'd be interesting to see if they ever get around to that because, I mean, it's one of the last Vita games that they didn't get around to porting to PS4 yet or PS3.
Yeah, one of the last few, honestly. By then, you'll have every Vita game on PlayStation 4.
Still got that Freedom Wars. Clinging to Freedom Wars.
Freedom Wars and Killzone Mercenary. That's all we got left.
It just sucks because nothing unique to the Vita. All of its original classic games are gone.
Well, I mean, the same thing happened with PSP. Like we just said, like Size Matters was a big PSP game and it got ported over to PS2.
Yeah, but it was a crappy port. It wasn't like what it wasn't. All these are like at least better versions.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still taking away that like you'd only play those on PSP. Like that got ported. I know these weren't as good, but like Silent Hill game they did for PSP got ported to PS2.
GTA games.
The GTA games got ported to PS2. The Secret Agent Clank got ported to PS2.
Oh, Secret Agent Clank! I hated that game. Stupid game. That was arguably the worst. It's like, but at least it just have the name Ratchet and Clank in it.
Yeah. Tekken Dark Resurrection got ported to PS3. Kind of, sort of. What was some other ones? And then, of course, Metal Gear Solid, Peace Walker got ported to PS3.
Oh yeah.
All right, so it's not like a new thing.
Yeah, it's not a new thing to take these portable games and then port them to other systems. It's just
It still is heartbreaking though.
Yeah, I mean, I was really surprised. Like the one big PSP game that never got ported was Daxter.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Daxter's so good.
Yeah, Daxter never got ported. That one you can still only play on PSP.
Until the new Jack and Daxter 4 is announced with the Daxter re-release.
Daxter remastered.
Oh my god, that'd be the most.
That was ready at dawn at their heyday.
Yeah.
Well,
one of their first games. I think it was their first game actually.
I don't know authoritatively to say
They
that.
should just make. They should just make a second Jack and Daxter collection called The Other Games, and it's got Daxter, Jack X, and Jack and Daxter.
What is
oh
it?
yes, Jack X, please.
What's that one they put on PSP only, like the Lost Legacy or
don't
something?
even. That's not even a real Jack and Daxter game.
Yeah, but that could be funny if it's called the not Naughty Dog. Well, no, Jack X was Naughty Dog. Up until the not Naughty Dog collection. Just put those 3 other games on in a pack.
The Obscure Collection.
Obscure collection. There you go. But Daxter was great. I love Daxter. It was one of the reasons I got a PSP because I saw Daxter like, oh, I want to play this so bad, so I got a PSP for that game.
Same here.
And it's
Wait, you got a PSP for that game?
Well, that and other games. It's not like that was the only game I had.
Oh, I really want to know what happened in that 2 years between Jack.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, it's not the only game I own for PSP, but it was the one that made me want to get a PSP.
I mean, I remember, like, when I played Daxter, like, I did always want to know what happened in that gap of, like, 2 years, right? Or was it 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, the game was a little weird because it kind of made you think that Daxter doesn't care about Jack as much as you would think.
But he does.
No, he kind of just forgot about him for those 2 years.
I mean, he wasn't really even mentioned.
I mean, the game opens with Jack getting captured, like you saw at the beginning of Jack 2. And then Daxter's like, I'm going to get you, buddy. And then it says 2 years later, and here he is just having his own life. His own job and everything, and just like, not even thinking about
Finally
Jack.
got done with that guy.
Yeah, like he didn't even think about Jack until he saw Jack like in the street being carried through a thing, and he's like, "Oh, Jack!" And then that kicks off the whole story. That takes place in the course of like a week. His whole plan to break Jack out. So it wasn't even like the whole 2 years he was planning that prison break. It was just that 1 week at the end of the 2-year cycle. So yeah,
it's funny because it's true. I mean,
yeah. So yeah, this kind of put Daxter in a kind of not a good light.
position.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, but because come to think of it, I mean, his name wasn't even really mentioned to like anybody else.
Yeah,
good point.
Daxter didn't even really say it. He didn't even say Jack. Like, oh man, my friend got taken.
He shall not be named.
Could you maybe know who they were? Or like, who, how, when, where, why?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he wasn't distressed. Like, he just did that 2-year cut, and then here he was with his own life, his own business, new friends and stuff, and it was just like, okay.
And all that stuff that happened was nowhere even referenced in Jack 2, even though that was made before, but...
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. There were no signs of, like, Daxter being a changed man after that. A man, or Otzel after that.
Technically, he was a changed man in the first game.
Well, I should say a changed Otzel.
Yeah. I mean, there's all those characters that, like, Daxter hangs out with in that game, and, like, they're not in any other games. Like, they're not in Jack 2, they're not in Jack 3, Like, there was no moment in Jack 2 where, like, he walks in a place and everybody's like, oh, Daxter, like, they know him because Daxter's been in the city for 2 years by himself,
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the thing. That's a weird thing. Like, Daxter was in the city for 2 years by himself, but yet Daxter still doesn't really know anything about the world in the city when, like, they go in the main story of Jack 2.
Maybe, do Ostals hibernate?
Well, we know he didn't hibernate because we played Daxter.
Oh, yeah, good point. I don't know what to say. There's no explanation.
There's a fault in the storyline of Jack games.
The Jack and Daxter conspiracy episode.
Yeah, it's just like there's something really wrong with the storyline. Like even if you take Daxter out of the equation, it still doesn't make sense that Daxter was by himself for 2 years and still doesn't really know anything about the world. Like he's on the same level with Jack when they go out and exploring and like going into the cities and stuff. But like I said, even if Daxter didn't happen, it's still weird that Daxter doesn't know anything. After 2 years by himself.
Yeah. Would you say the story is jacked up?
Oh.
It is jacked up.
Oh, God. I had to.
Yep. So
reminiscing on Jack and Daxter. Such a good series.
We need to send that to Naughty Dog. Like, wait a minute. Like, because we know Daxter was a Naughty Dog, so that's not really them writing that story, but, like, still, like I said, even taking Daxter out of the equation still doesn't work. Like, ask him about that. Wait a minute. That doesn't make any
Stay
sense.
tuned. Stay tuned for the Jack and Daxter cast where we'll go further into that topic.
No. And then no, I was gonna be like, wow, you guys thought about that way too hard.
We just wanted to make a game about a guy who jumps. Come on.
It was basically a platformer.
Yeah.
With guns and stuff.
Gunform.
So yeah. But yeah, there's that on the whole Jack thing. What? Let's see what else we got.
Oh wait, no! I think we gotta take a little break from the news because we were talking about Uncharted.
Oh yeah, we mentioned Uncharted.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
Yeah, we mentioned Uncharted. Now, even you guys can play listening at home, playing this game I like to call Uncharted trivia of like which Uncharted theme belongs to which game.
Oh boy.
So you guys are gonna play, and you folks at home can play as well. So I'm gonna play from each of the 4 main Uncharted games, not including Flight for Fortune. So
Thank God. Won't have to deal with that.
all right. So you guys ready to play?
Sure.
All right, let's go. All right, this is the first one. No, wait, not first game. I'm not supposed to say the name of the game. All right.
All right. This is the first piece of music.
First piece of music, I should say. All right. God damn it! Nope, wrong one. Don't play. Don't play that one. All right, let's get this one. All right, what is this one?
That's Uncharted 3.
That's 2.
That's 3.
That's 2. I say 2.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure it's 2.
I think it's
Nope.
3.
Nope, it's Golden Abyss.
Damn
it! Right. I thought the drums were only in 2.
No, man. I mean, I don't know. It's a Golden Abyss.
An abyss? What the hell?
You threw us the off one first.
All right, now it's time for
the next one.
the next one.
Oh boy.
I swear I'm not playing the same one.
Is this one Uncharted 3?
No, this is Uncharted 1.
Yeah, there you go.
What's up?
Alright, sorry, man. Evan's got 1 point.
I will eventually get it right if I keep saying Uncharted 3.
Alright, we'll see. We'll see you next one. How about? Alright, now let's go. Next one.
Uncharted 3.
Because you hear how it's a little different?
Yeah, I hear it's a little like louder and more ominous.
And more graceful.
Yeah. That's 3 definitely. Are we right?
Yeah.
Ah!
Yes.
2-1.
Next one's Uncharted 2.
Dang it!
You can still play it just so people at home can hear the difference.
It doesn't really sound different.
That sounds like
Wait, yeah, that sounds a little different.
Uncharted Abyss and Uncharted 2's songs sound the same.
Yeah, I don't think in Golden Abyss they bothered to change it. I think it's just Uncharted 2's theme.
Yeah.
Because Golden Abyss and 3 were coming out around the same time, at least in Japan.
Well, yeah, good point. I don't know, man. Oh, I got some right.
I got 2 right if you want to count the Uncharted 2 one at the end.
In that case, we got 2 for 2 then.
Yay, we're tied. We're evenly matched at knowing Uncharted music.
I feel I was probably cheating because I'm playing the Uncharted 1 collection. So, and I'm like almost done with that game, so of course I know that theme.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's the little Uncharted trivia game, if you know your true Uncharted knowledge. of carrying slight differences in the melody of these songs.
Yeah.
They're ever so slight, I swear. But I love this game though. Halo's is like more obvious, but like Uncharted's I just like because it's just even though I wonder how Uncharted 4 is going to be. It's got to be like super like epic, like or it could just be like very toned down because it's like the last one.
Yeah, it's gonna be somber. I bet.
Maybe it'll be Ooh, I don't know. That's already kind of setting the mood. Is Drake gonna die?
I don't think Drake's gonna die, but someone's dying.
Oh, we talked about this in length for a while.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Like who's gonna bite the dust?
Boom, boom, boom.
Like I honestly feel like it's. Well, we can talk about that later. I mean, the beta is coming up in like 2 weeks for Uncharted.
Oh no, I refuse to play the Uncharted 4 beta. I will not be playing it. you won't catch me dead playing on the Uncharted 4 beta.
Because you don't want to spoil the multiplayer. Are you serious?
Well, we talked. Yeah, well, it's spoiling environments from one of the single player.
Yeah,
Uncharted 3 was bad, man.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah, we talked about this in the previous episode. Uncharted 3 kind of hurt the game a bit
because the Subway promotion let us play it the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Well, I might play it just so I can have some impressions for the podcast, but I won't play it like extensively.
I mean, I could grab someone else that might play it, or Emmett, you're gonna play it definitely. So I mean,
oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna play it.
Maybe we'll have you on that one because I don't think I'll be able to speak for it.
Yeah, like I said, I probably won't play extensively. I probably play like 1 or 2 matches just so I can have some impressions of it for the show, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't want to play it too much, and then it's like we said, where we get burned out on it before it's even out, you know.
Oh, that was just
And I won't play it that much either because it happens right during finals week. So yay!
Hey.
Oh shoot, it's like soon, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know whether to be really happy or really sad.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Like, I'm gonna miss my friends.
It's coming, man. You don't even have relationships. Break up with everyone you care about now.
But I just started something like last week.
Well, good on you.
I don't know. I can't really get a woman to go on like at least 2 dates. I'm like Jessica Jones. I don't go on second dates.
Oh, what you need to do is get them on the podcast. The podcast date. Talking on the podcast, just like
Well, the one I was seeing before did play video games, but she only played The Sims.
Simulations, yeah. But
that sounds like a solid plan.
Solid. Metal Gear Solid.
It sounds like a phantom plan.
But someone clapping.
I mean, it's Uncharted. Uncharted is flowing for me.
Oh, just keep that hype train up till March.
Oh man, if it'll come out in March.
Oh yeah, that's another conversation entirely.
Ooh, doctor. But they got the beta.
The beta. Yep.
Can't complain.
Yep. But anyway, going back to some news. We got a couple more items I want to cover. Let's see, what's one? Oh, yeah. Telltale was teasing something at the beginning of the week saying major news is coming about Game of Thrones. And that news turned out to be the confirmation that, yes, indeed, we are getting a season 2 of Game of Thrones.
Oh, boy. Didn't see that one. Popular developer making a popular game for a popular show. Yeah, that's going to stop now with 1 season, right?
Oh, yeah. And those cliffhangers, man. God, there's no way that was supposed to be a self-contained story. Because that's what we talked about in Link last week, was that how season 1 ended, where you knew that they're making a season 2 because there was so many unresolved stuff by the end of season 1. That there was no way that this was meant to be a standalone season. So it's not too surprising that they announced season 2 this week to just clarify and be like, don't worry, we're not done. We're still making Game of Thrones, continuing that story.
Just get season 3 of Walking Dead out too, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, season 3's coming whenever.
Yeah, one of these days.
Yeah, coming whenever. So there's that. Okay, we talked a lot about that last week. So not too much to do, just more confirmation. Oh, this was a neat story I read this week. You'll probably get a kick out of this.
Who
So
will get a kick out of it?
you will get a kick out of this.
Oh, really?
Oh boy.
Yes.
I'll get a kick out of it.
So, okay, so this is really weird because like I heard of this game, but I didn't know it came out this year.
Okay.
I didn't even know it came out this year. So I'm
Mhm.
trying to load up the thing real quick so I know the names. What's the developer's name? I don't know. I can't.
Oh Lord, maybe I might know it.
Okay, yeah. Versus Evil made Afro Samurai 2.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
Afro actually it came out this year. I did not know. I knew they were making a second game. I
Yeah.
didn't know when it was coming out. So it came out in September on PS4 and PC. And apparently they did it like an episodic game where it's like Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. And they only put out Volume 1 so far on PS4 back in September. Well, the developer Versus Evil announced this past week that they are taking the game down from the PlayStation Store.
What?
You cannot
Yeah.
download it. You cannot buy it. If you've already purchased it, you cannot re-download it. It's completely gone from your library.
Like PT?
Yeah,
They're doing the
I was about to
PT.
say.
Doing the PC thing, and they said reasoning is because the game did not sell very well, and the game was a critical mess. It was panned all over the place,
Oh.
and they
Yeah,
feel
it's a bad
bad.
game.
Yeah, they feel bad for the product they put out, and they're even refunding the players who did buy the game.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah. So if you bought Volume 1, you're getting a refund. And if you delete it, you can never re-download it, or it's not even in your library anymore because it's like it never happened. You got your money back. It's gone. It never happened. The only sign that you have it, I guess, is to be your trophies.
Whoa.
Those are now the rarest trophies of all time.
Yeah, they are. Holy crap. Wait, has that ever happened?
No, I can't remember.
Not with the real game.
Not like this, where
And
the
but
developer.
it was a fully released game that was approved by Sony to be on the store and it had trophies.
Yeah,
Wow, how
like
come no one's talked about this?
yeah, it was weird. Like I didn't see it. I saw one news article about it. It wasn't a big thing, but I mean, this is weird to see a developer straight up saying, "Yeah, hey, sorry, we screwed up," and they're not continuing onward. They're not developing volumes 2 and 3. The whole thing is like the whole project is canceled. So this is really weird.
Mind blowing.
Yeah, it's weird to see a developer just fully admitting like, "Hey, we screwed
Give up.
Yeah, give up, saying, "Hey, we screwed up, and here's your money back." You know, this never happened.
Oh man, where do I even begin? I mean,
Well, number one, don't make a bad game. Maybe.
I mean, this is. I guess if anybody wants to make a case for like episodic content, I guess here you go.
Yeah.
Um,
Because imagine if they released that whole thing at once and it sold just as bad and was panned just as horribly. Then, you know, could they even afford to do something like this? Because that's even more of an investment up front. Who knows? I wonder how much that first episode was. Now I'm thinking about it. Or first volume, I should say.
I don't know.
Because I'm betting it was $20 or something.
Yeah, well, probably for the season pass or whatever.
it's a very strange ordeal. I've never heard of something like that ever.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
And then like you have a rare game potentially on PS4.
Yeah, if you never delete
Even
it.
though it's download, yeah, it's never as long as it's never deleted. I mean, you can't sell these, unfortunately.
Yeah,
on
they
that
sell
eBay
this. Yeah,
because like your PlayStation account would have to be on your PS4 in order to play it.
Yeah.
But like, hey, you want this PS4? It's got Afro Samurai Volume 1 on it. You know,
And
like,
And PT.
and PC. Yeah, you have both on your system. Super rare system.
It's just weird. I mean, this is it's part of their it's one of the cases I guess also for digital distribution. I don't know. There's a whole lot of things for. I mean, thank goodness this is not like on a super high profile thing.
Well, yeah, if
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a high-profile project, they would never admit this. This is a small developer and a small game, so it was kind of easy for them to do this, you know.
You know what I'm just thinking about? How horribly did it sell if they can afford to give all that money back?
All 5 of you, here you go.
Like,
You know?
really? Like, they must have only sold like 1,000 copies or so, because Jesus, that's nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, you know. It's like it's just, and, you know, like I said, I think it is because it's a smaller developer. I mean, it's not like let's say if
So
Telltale,
if it was like from Activision.
yeah, Activision or something, or like Telltale, if like Telltale put out like episode 1 of something and it was just absolutely terrible, And then it was just like, okay, well, we either have to make episode 2 amazing, or do we just cancel this? Do we check forward? Like, you know, it's just something you wouldn't see Telltale do because they'd be committed to their product, you know.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, hey, they can afford to do it, then please. That's good for the consumer, I guess, to get their money back and stuff, but that's horrible PR.
Yeah. And I mean, there's got to be out of those 5 people who bought the game, one of them has to be at least disappointed that they're never going to see volume 2 and 3. You know, like, oh, damn it, I'm never getting those other episodes.
Just watch the anime or something.
I guess. Oh, boy. But, yes, there's that. But speaking of developers fixing things, it was announced this past week. Well, not announced. It was already announced, but it's in more detail. But Harmonix broke down more details of their December update coming. It says huge update coming December 8th. Be free. It says it adds all kind of things. You get leaderboard updates, so know exactly when you pass your friend's score mid-song. So it sounds like Rock Band Blitz. You know how Blitz did that thing?
Oh yes, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, with Blitz on the right hand of the screen, you can see your score like going up on like a meter, and you can like see you actually passing up your friend as you're playing.
Huge deal, especially for it's a solo game for many people. It's gonna help.
Yes. Also, they're adding the variable breakneck speed, which we already knew about. They're adding more player stats that lets you compare scores, stars, and more. So you compare with your friends. New items are coming to the Rock Shop. Including some Fallout 4 items are coming to the Rock Shop.
I saw that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so now you can dress up your Rock Band 4 character as a vault dweller and all that good stuff. So that's really neat. That, you know, some cross promotion with other games. It's kind of a first for Rock Band 4, as far as games like
at least for other game properties.
Yeah, game properties. What I mean.
I mean, there's a ton of music.
Yeah, there's music crossover. Yeah, you know, Still Alive and all that was in there.
There's like a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't know if you're going to list any other than miscellaneous stuff in there.
Well, these are the highlights, and the biggest thing that I'm curious to see what it does, it says improves instrument calibration. So we'll see, because we've talked about this on the show before, that, you know, Rock Band 4 has like some lag problems with their instruments and the Bluetooth and all that. That sometimes
I've heard all the complaints.
Yeah, they're not as accurate as they should be. Sometimes they work better than other days. It's really weird. So hopefully with improved calibration system, we can get a steadier thing going and a more steady connection, or at least connection to the speed and all that, whatever. All that technical words I can't get out right now. So yeah, hopefully that is addressed and improved upon with this update. Be in like I said, December 8th. So at least they have an exact date for it. Went to download it and all that good stuff. So we'll see. Let's see what else I got. I had like 2 more news items, but we're almost to the 1 hour mark. They're not that big. I can just say them.
Yeah,
just for the sake of it.
That's fine.
One of the most overrated games is getting a sequel.
That's your opinion.
No, you agree with me on this one.
Let's see if I agree.
Ooh.
Retro City Rampage is getting a sequel.
Retro City. Can we skip? I don't like Retro City. I don't even like the developer. But I don't like it. You skip it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know, like, me and you don't like Retro City Rampage.
No, it's not a very good game whatsoever.
That game isn't very good.
Yeah, I mean, that game
plus the guy who made it is just a dickhead. He's just so mean. He can't take criticism for a game.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just one of those things where like it came out and a lot of people were making a big deal out of it. Like, yeah, Retro City Rampage.
It's a cool retro vibe,
whatever. That's all it has. I played it and I'm like, no, this isn't
awful.
Yeah, it's not good. And now it's getting a sequel. And the sequel will be titled Shakedown Hawaii, coming to PS4, PS Vita, PC, and 3DS, and will be a 16-bit game as opposed to an 8-bit game. Yeah, and like I said, I just wanted to bring it up because I know me and you don't like the game.
No, not at all. And not a lot of other people do either. There's very few people that, oh man, I
I love this game.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hyped up around the internet, kind of like I know there was like this thing, like because it got there was all this big thing around it, like oh it's retro and it got re-released, like re-released and improved on PS4 and we got it on Wii U and they did that. They even released it on an NES cartridge. Like there's this big thing around it, and I'm just like, I didn't like it. I tried playing it and I just didn't like it. Like just go play Hotline Miami. That one's 1,000 times better.
Amen to that.
1,000,000 times better. More like.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, look, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Whatever. I mean, it's a new game, I guess, but we'll see. I'll give it a try, I guess.
Yeah.
If you're already gonna know the next sentence that's gonna come out of my mouth. If it's free, get free. All right, I'm just joking around, but I mean, who knows? It could be free for PlayStation Plus. I don't know.
Yeah, the first one was free. PlayStation Plus. So.
Yeah.
So
could be a prime candidate for that.
We'll see with this.
But look, guys, I only give the free entitlement thing for like re-release games or stuff like that. I don't say it for like. Let's say, for instance, I want Black Ops 3 to be the next PlayStation Plus game.
Oh my
god! Well, Just Cause 3 is coming out on the 1st of December, so maybe that can be a plus game.
Oh god! Remember the June PlayStation Plus? Like, I remember the comments for them were just disgusting. Like, I want Witcher 3. Well, that one was the one that broke me because people are like, I want Witcher 3 for free for Plus. So then it's like, what's the point of spending $60 on a game anymore? It's just to get it for 30 days early?
It's crazy.
Dude, cuckoo. I'm like, are you serious? And it has like so many upvotes. I'm like, how many idiots are thinking about this?
People are crazy. I'll tell you.
Loco.
It's a horrible place sometimes.
Loco. Yeah. I'm telling you that right now.
Yep. Crazy. But yeah.
Well, what else we got? I'm trying to think of anything else.
It's just one other quick bullet point. I just want to make a point with this. It's not really too much of a news point, but so it was announced this week that Little Big Planet 3 is getting the Good Dinosaur costume DLC, which is pretty neat. I mean, it's not too surprising. I mean, we've seen Little Big Planet do cross promotions with like Disney properties,
Mm-hmm.
So that was okay. That was neat. What caught my attention was at the bottom, like as I was reading the article, at the bottom of the article, there was like, in related news, Little Big Planet put out a Back to the Future level pack last month. I'm like, what? I never heard of this.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I did not hear that whatsoever. I did not know that there's a Back to the Future level pack for Little Big Planet with costumes and levels. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, it got caught up in all the other like Back to the Future celebration hype.
I guess because it just
everyone's making their videos.
I just never heard of that. I never saw a thing on that. I'm like, is Sony not promoting that outward? Like, it was just weird. Like, I did not hear that, and it's out.
So they got plenty other stuff to promote. Trust me.
I guess, but it's weird because like there's not too much news that gets past me. Like, I just don't see it. Like, like, oh, hey, I didn't hear. I mean, goddamn, I do this podcast. That's why I do this. It's because I'm so in the loop on news. So it's just really weird that something like this got past me. Where like I just had no clue that there was Little Big Planet costumes and levels for Little Big Planet, these Back to the Future levels. It was crazy seeing that.
Well, PSA for you guys to buy it now.
Yeah, check that out.
Well, and Little Big Planet is on sale, and I wonder with all these updates, I just hope the game works. At this point.
I'm sure the game works.
Oh, man. I mean, okay, fine. The last time I played it, God.
4 months.
I think it was like April or May, so it's been, I mean, that was like 10 patches earlier. And that's not even exaggerating, sadly. Because like I think the game's on version like 19. Like every 2 weeks there's a patch to the damn game. Not a problem as long as it's fixing stuff, but it's just, oh my lord. I'll see. I mean, it's just with all these Little Big Planet stuff. I mean, it had its one chance and it kind of blew it last year. In the great storm of games not working of 2014, it was one of them.
Well, I mean, the main game itself worked. It was the online that was not working.
Atrocious. Yeah. worst thing. I mean, it wasn't our connection. It wasn't anything like that. It was other people reported the same issues, and stuff in the create mode just wasn't there for some people. Just I don't know. It was just like, well, how am I going to get any money to these people then?
Well, good thing there's a time machine now in Little Big Planet 3.
I know, right? They should have maybe went back in time and made a better game.
Wow.
But look, I digress. I'm sure Little Big Planet 3 is fine. It's just that I don't maybe care enough to go back into it, and maybe ever. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe give it a shot and see how different it is, because I'm pretty sure a lot has changed.
Yeah, I got too much other stuff to play anyway.
I know, right? And then just more stuff is coming, and PS2 games might come back, and just, I don't know. And then Dreams, they want me to dream.
Oh God, Dream. Oh, I could go on for a whole podcast about Dreams. Don't get me started.
Well, maybe if we're brainstorming stuff that we're doing at the end of the year, maybe we'll talk about future stuff for like 2016. So even if Dreams might not come out 2016, but the beta is.
Good point. Good point.
So I love Media Molecule as much as the next dude or girl. So I'm excited for Dreams. Don't get me wrong, but we'll see. I'm ecstatic about Dreams.
Yep. There's like so many songs about Dreams I could put in that game.
Well, yeah, the most obvious one is by Cheap Trick. The Dream.
That's not the one I was thinking of.
It's a good song, though.
They could put that song from Sharp Boy and Lava Girl, where he's just singing about dreams. That's a deep cut. That's probably the deepest cut we'll ever get.
That is a very deep cut, because, good lord, I mean, I watched that movie like 10 years ago.
Oh no, what's another Dream song? Oh, like Anne Hathaway won an entire Oscar because she sang one sad song. Just a dream or something like that. She was in that movie for 10 minutes, and it was a 3-hour movie. She was in it for 10 minutes, and she won an Oscar because of that song. So there you go. That I guess that's how good that song is.
And I wonder what touts is even supporting actor even anymore.
Yeah. Well, just, if there's an Anne Hathaway, there's an Anne Hathaway.
There you go.
There's a will, there's a way. Wait, who says that anyways?
I don't know. People?
People. Yeah, people. People are people.
Yeah, it's like a famous character.
A specific character? Oh.
Yeah, like a character that kind of says that. I don't know.
I wish I knew. I'm blanking at the moment. I made my pun and just blanked out.
I don't know. I think it's nap time.
Oh yeah, man! It's 3 PM. It's getting late. Anyway, but yeah, we are past the 1 hour mark. Not way over it. We're only like 6 minutes, 7 minutes over. So
it was not like 20 minutes like that other dude. Just kidding. He's always welcome back. Hell, maybe he can even be here next week.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let me make a little announcement real quick. So,
oh boy.
Yeah, because I haven't made the announcement here on the podcast. I've done it some places, but I haven't did it on the podcast. So, yeah. So I've found a way to record the podcast way easier. So if anyone is is considering being a guest host or something like Emmett here, it is way easier now because before
super easy.
Yeah, because before we needed you to record your own audio and send it and convert it and all that stuff. No, now it's all super easy. All you need now is a Skype account.
Yeah, there's really no barrier anymore. Really, the only barrier is just that you need a Skype account. Easy. And you need a decent connection. And
you need to know and be able to talk about games for an hour.
Bring something to the table. It's not too difficult, I guess, for most people, but
we don't want to put somebody on who's just what?
Have an opinion and a Skype account.
Yeah.
Now that would be really interesting, actually. That would.
Someone who doesn't know anything we're talking about,
Well, in a good way. I like having the third host or whatever, because it kind of gives me a bit of a.
You don't want someone on who's like, "Hey, what system you have right now? A PS2."
Whoa! Whoa,
Doctor! Really like the backwards compatibility.
Okay, you have a PS2. What do you play on that PS2? Football. Okay then.
No, a better answer would have been iToy.
iToy. No. No, I'm making fun of a friend right now that I know is not listening. Where he only owns a PS2, and the only games he played on it was like football.
Oh Christ! Welcome to 2000.
Does he still do that to this day?
No, he doesn't really use it anymore. I was talking about it the other day. He's like, yeah, I don't. It's like he's telling me the other day, he's like, oh, I own a PS2, but I don't even use it. And when I did, I only play like football on it. So I'm like, okay.
Gosh, I would hope so. Good lord.
Different strokes for different folks, I suppose.
So yeah. But anyway, so there's that. But yeah, so yeah, you gotta know something and have a Skype account and all that. But it's much easier. You don't need to do anything. Like you don't need to have your own recording equipment or anything. You just need to have a Skype account and know.
Well, yeah, like have a good mic too that you're
Yeah,
talking
have a
into.
decent mic. You know, we don't want too much problems.
Indeed.
But yeah. But yeah. Oh, this is episode 40, by the way. I forgot to say that at the top of the hour. Yeah, we're at a new increment, 40.
Well, that's like the number that you at the point that you don't want to say your age. So that's like,
Yeah, it's unladylike.
yeah, it's unladylike. So you don't say the age of the podcast anymore.
No, we gotta know what episode it is. It's episode 40. But yeah, with that, this has been episode 40 of the PSBS. I'm your host, Coach T, PSN Body Boys. My coach here is
Andrew Reyes, double is everybody.
And
have a good,
wait.
safe Thanksgiving weekend.
Wait. And thanks to our guest this week, Emmett, for being on.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Emmett Watkins Jr., EJ Spun61 on Twitter. And, have a Thanksgiving and don't kill each other on Black Friday and all that good stuff.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Don't kill your family on Thanksgiving either.
Unless a certain someone made you do it.
Thanks.
That's ominous. Wow. Okay.
Thanks,
Leave it
Killing.
dark.
Directed by Eli Roth. Thanks, Killing.
Thanks, Killing.
Great fake trailer right there. But
It's pretty good.
yeah. But anyway, with that, like I said, this has been PSBS episode 40, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week.